decluttering all of my son's toys. He has toys in a couple areas in our house. I try to keep most of them in the main floor since that's where we spend the majority of our time and where he does most of his playing. In his bedroom, he really only has some stuffed animals and books that he does enjoy a lot. Before he goes to bed, we read to him, and he loves to sit in his bed for a little bit before he falls asleep and just read his books or play with stuffed animals. So those things are in his room and they are totally fine, nothing that needs to be decluttered right now. But all the toys that he does have definitely need to be decluttered, especially since when I posted this video, it's going to be November 1st, which is crazy. But that's when I start thinking about the holidays and him getting new toys for Christmas, and then his birthday is in January. So we'll get some new things then as well. So you just want to go through the toys that he has now, see what's all in there, get rid of anything that he's no longer playing with, and just clean up the things that he is playing with to encourage him to play with them even more than he already does. I definitely need to get in there and clean up all the shelves and everything too. So I will show you around the two areas that we do have toys for him here in our main floor of our house. I hope this video gives you lots of motivation to get some decluttering done for your kids' toys too before Christmas. Three of his toys are here in the living room. This basket is full of stuffed animals. I definitely want to get in there and see what he's actually playing with and what are things that he doesn't ever play with. All of these baskets are full of toys, lots of things he's had for quite some time now and definitely never touches anymore. So if I can donate those to somebody who will play with them, that will be so great, free up some space for him and then encourage him to play with things that he is enjoying. So I definitely need to get in here too, take all these bins out and wipe down all these. They get full of dust, and we do have a black lab, so there's always lots of dog hair in there. He does have some other toys. That basket is dog toys, so that's fine. Some other things that are just scattered around here, so I will be doing a cleaning of this living room. Here's our dog, Millie. Give this video a thumbs up to say hi to Millie. Some more toys that are just scattered around. And then since I'm gonna be in this room, I'm gonna clean this blanket today, and also this one needs to be cleaned. I just cleaned those ones, so they are all set for the week. Just do some straightening up in here. As always, needs to be vacuumed too. Oh, and he's been keeping a lot of toys that he's like really liking here on this little table. Here in the kitchen, he has this play kitchen, which has been so nice. He loves this so much. And he has a lot of cousins that when they are over, they love to play with this too. They like set up a little pizza shop and have us do all of our orders and things. It's really cute. So I just need to get in here, definitely wipe this whole thing down and figure out what is still good. I'm sure there's gonna be some like squish toys since he likes to chew on them. I like to get rid of those ones, and whatever else needs to be sifted through here in this little play kitchen. But this has been so much fun and it's so nice. I do have it here in our kitchen, so then when I'm cooking, he can cook too, and it just works out so nicely. And then this is my office. I do have a little desk over here that I just don't show because it has all my work stuff. I need to keep that all private. But he loves to come in here and play, especially if like I have to get some work done. I could be working and he could be playing in here, or him and I will just come in here. We have this little couch for him that our dog loves to sit on. I need to figure out how to clean that a little bit. And then he was playing with this cute little puzzle. It's just like dressing the bears. Just gonna put that away. Some things that need to be put away. And then I have this shelf here that holds a whole bunch of stuff. We have like my husband and I's books here. There's a bunch of toys here for him. We keep a lot of our office supplies in here. I don't even know what's in there, so I should probably go through that as well while I'm decluttering. That bin has toys. These are old toys that we had gotten from my niece. When we did not have our son, our house had absolutely no toys at all, and she said that our house was kind of boring. So she brought over some of her toys for us so that she had some things to play with. I do think some of that can probably go. Definitely that Elsa dress. There's no girls that even fit in it anymore, and I'm pretty sure it's torn, so I'll probably just toss that. There's toys in here. There's like Hot Wheels and stuff. I'm definitely gonna go through that. Here's some just books and some puzzles. So it's not too bad in here, but just things that we could definitely straighten up. To get started today, I'm just going to quickly straighten up the living room. I feel it is so much easier to work in a space that is nice, clean, and tidy when you're doing some decluttering and organizing. You can just have a nice, clean place to lay anything out that you need to get cleaned up and reorganized. So I'm going to straighten out the couch here. I do have some blankets, as I mentioned earlier, that need to go in the wash. I'm going to bring those right up to the wash and get those started, so then all the blankets are clean for the week. How are you doing? How has your week been? How was the month of October? And what are you most looking forward to in the month of November? The months of November and December and October, I feel like fly by because they're always filled with lots of activities and hopefully filled with family and friends doing and enjoying lots of holidays and different things together. I know we definitely enjoyed the month of October. It was filled with lots of fun activities. We unfortunately did come down with an illness, but we have fully recovered from that and are doing so much better, and greatly looking forward to November and December, the holidays and all the activities that come with that. My husband's birthday is also in November, so we've got lots of things, fun things coming up for us. Now I'm going to start just going through all of my son's toys, reorganizing things that need to, figuring out what he is playing with, what he's no longer playing with, just getting everything back in order, cleaned up, and sifted through to get some decluttering done here with all of the toys he has here in our living room. This little setup has worked out so well for us. It has kept everything nice and tidy and makes my nightly routine of cleaning up at the end of the day so smooth and easy. My son is going to be 3 in January, so he is very helpful with cleaning up before we head into our bedtime routine at the end of the day. And it is so easy that he can just throw all the stuffed animals into this big basket here. All the other cube baskets that I have, he can organize and throw all of his toys in. And for the most part, he does know where the toys go, which basket holds what toy. He's gotten to be pretty particular, which he's definitely gotten from me, on making sure things are where they belong. If decluttering is overwhelming for you, remember, a little at a time is how it gets done. One thing, one task, one moment at a time. Break it down to bite-sized pieces if you need to. Don't feel like you have to get it all done in one day. Just do certain areas of your house. And over a month's time, your whole house could be decluttered, if it takes that long for you. Sometimes the decluttering bug hits and you can go through things quite smoothly and have your whole house decluttered, which will just free your mind of stress, knowing that your space is stress-free, decluttered, and organized. And hopefully you've hung on to all those things that do bring you joy in whatever season of life that you're in. I read this quote from Benjamin Franklin. It says, "For every minute spent in organizing, an hour is earned. I find that to be so true and such a good quote to think about, especially when decluttering, especially decluttering our kids' toys. That could be rather challenging because at this stage of life, everything seems to be super sentimental. Yeah, there's toys that aren't that sentimental, so they're easy to get rid of. But then there's these toys that they got and they just hold such strong memories for us moms that it can be challenging to let go of it. And I know one day when my son is older, he's going to go through this decluttering process with me, and he's going to have those sentimental memories too and want to hold on to everything that he possibly can. So I hope that I'm able to teach him that there is value in decluttering and not to think of what he's getting rid of, but rather what he's deciding to keep. Keeping those things that give him joy, some fun, allow him to use his imagination to the best of his ability, allow him to learn and grow, and not just have a lot of stuff for the sense or the sake of having a lot of stuff. And as that Benjamin Franklin quote stated, time is earned back after you organize. I can save so much time having an organized system for all the toys. Because at the end of the day, when we are putting back the toys, cleaning them up, they all have a home, they have a place to live, and we don't have to think so hard of where to put them, how to clean them up. It can just take us a couple minutes to just put everything back where they belong, so then when my son wakes up the next day and is ready to play, he knows where all his toys are, and everything that has pieces that go together, little sets, all are together so he can play with them to the best of his ability and not be frustrated because little pieces are missing. He can see all of these books all lined up and read through them and then take them all out and put them all back himself, which he does do quite often. I think he kind of enjoys the organization of it and seeing them all lined up. It's also teaching him how to line things up from biggest to smallest, which has been really fun to watch as well. But at the end of all of our days, we save so much time just knowing where everything lives, everything has its own home, everything can be put back in just a matter of minutes as opposed to cleaning for hours on end. I hope you get lots of ideas for organizing through this video to make you and your children's lives so much easier in being able to enjoy their toys, play with them throughout the day, and then easily put them away and not make it a frustrating process of cleaning up, causing you hours and your kids headaches or stress of not wanting to clean up after they've been playing. It seems really common these days for parents during Christmas and birthdays to not want gifts. I feel like that could be a touchy subject to bring up, but I don't know. I just haven't gotten on board with it. It's just something that I feel like it's taking away from me as the guest coming. One of the best parts of going to a birthday party is being able to go out and shop especially like for me, I don't have a girl, so if I'm going to a little girl's birthday party, I want to be able to go out and get her a cute outfit and some toys and things. It's so fun, and one of the best parts of going to a birthday party, I feel like. And I feel like for my son, as he gets older, when he is getting ready to go to a birthday party for friends or cousins or whoever, he's going to enjoy that process of being able to pick out a gift and wrap it and write a little card and then bring it and have the excitement of watching his friend open the gift that he took time to pick out. We've been invited to many birthday parties and even Christmas parties where there's been like little notes on the invitation, please don't bring a gift, your presence is gift enough, which I get and it's nice and everything, but I don't know, I still feel like it kind of takes away from the guest. And thinking of my childhood as well and all of my birthday parties, I was always so excited to get gifts, and not like in a greedy sense, but it was just a fun part of it to see like my family and my friends, what they picked out for me and the thought that they put into gifts. I always really enjoyed that and just loved being able to play with things after. I had lots of neighborhood friends too, so they got to come over and play with my toys too, which was always really fun. And then I got to go to their houses and play with their toys, which was fun too. What's your perspective on that? Leave a comment down below. I'd love to know what your thoughts on that, how you go about it with your family, how you're raising your kids. Do you ask for no gifts for parties, or do you just do like the old traditional birthday parties? That's what our family does, just traditional birthday parties. If people want to bring gifts, then they're going to. If they don't want to, then that's fine too. But as a guest and how I think about it, I really enjoy that part of being invited to birthday parties or Christmas parties, being able to come with a gift. Giving gifts is a love language. I don't know if you've ever heard of the love languages. There's a book, it's called The Five Love Languages, and it teaches you to look like towards yourself, like what love language you hold in your personality. And gifts is actually one of those 5 love languages. It is not mine, if you're curious. My love language is a physical touch. I am definitely a hugger, that kind of thing. I just like people to be close. If that sounds so strange, I don't know. That's just how I am. But if you have not read that book, I highly recommend it. There's also little quizzes out there you can take to figure out which of the 5 love languages you are, and also your spouse and even your kids. There's one for kids too. I have not read that one yet, but I definitely have to figure out what my son's love language is. I'm definitely trying to make him a physical touch person. I'm always cuddling him and hugging him, and he gives really good hugs too. So that doesn't necessarily mean that is going to be his love language, but he for sure knows that's mine. Learning the love languages of your family is so valuable because everybody receives and gives love in their own way, depending on what their love language is. We don't all feel loved, valued, and appreciated in the same way as other people within our family. So if that is something new for you that you have not heard of before, I highly recommend you go read the book, or I'm sure there's lots of things online too if you're not a reader that you could just get like a synopsis of it. There's little quizzes and stuff you can take too to learn what each of the family members in your family have for a love language to receive and give love. So then you can just communicate better and build stronger relationships within your own families. So all that to say, that gifts is a love language that a lot of people have. So I do feel like asking to not bring gifts does take away from some people that do hold that love language as their primary. Here is a tour of the toy organization that we have here in our living room. These are toys that he's been looking for every day. These cars, it's just like a little Pez thing. He's so obsessed with Sonic right now. This is like a different word game. These eggs he's always looking for, so we just leave them there for now. So over here, his bike, all over the place, all day, every day. So that will move constantly, so it doesn't really matter where that goes. This is like a transformer, and inside of it, it has these little transformer guys that he can like change up their weapons and their colors of what their clothes are, that kind of thing. He loves those. This is a bag of Legos. I tried to take out other Legos that didn't come with this set, so then I can close it back up. He's got a random bat I just stuck there in the corner. Then I put these bears here, and then inside here is a ton of stuffed animals. His little drum set I just stuck up there for now. He plays with that constantly. And then under here is a whole bunch of different sets of books. So little libraries. And then the big Llama Llama books. If you've never heard of those, they are so fun. Here's a little library of the smaller ones. They have like this rhyme type of story with it, and they're just really fun to read and so fun for the kids. If you're looking for good books. And then on the other side, I just kept all of his trucks. There's really no good way to store these big trucks, and they just move and get pushed around all the time anyways. And then while he's riding his bike or pushing this big truck, he has to be wearing a hat. So he has a whole collection of hats and glasses that we just keep right there, so he can get them very easily. He plays with those all the time. On top, I just put some cute little pictures of us for him. And then these are like bigger puzzles that he needs help playing with, so he never plays with them unless like we're playing with them too. So I just keep them up here, and then when he wants them, he asks for them. They're just these cute little wooden puzzles that we play together. And then in this it's a 9 cube, I have the bottoms open for, there's a whole bunch of books. This is a little race car track, and this is a basket full of musical instruments. He loves this and plays with it all the time. Then I put 2 cars down there since they do fit. I thought that looked really cute. And then in the baskets itself, this is such a great way to organize and store toys. So many of their toys are so little and just hard to keep places, so just get these baskets. I got them off of Amazon. They came in the pack of 6. They aren't actual basket, but they look like it, and they were very inexpensive. I'll try to link them in the description bar if I can find them. This first basket here, I have all of his magnet tiles. They do come in these nice little bags, so we can easily take them out, play with them, and then put them back. Then underneath are just some more random Legos that came in other sets that weren't in that big bag of Legos. So I keep all that in there. The second one, I put all of his sports related. So there's footballs, baseballs, this little ball stick game. Put all those together. The third one is all of his cars. He's got tons of different cars, Batman cars, Cars the movie, tractor trailers. Stick them all in there. This one has random little things. Completely random, just little toys that have no rhyme or rhythm. He's gotten from random different places. Different gifts he's gotten. These are little dinosaurs. There's a little fishing pole, and there's some balls in there. Just some little things. He loves to take this out and just go through and play with all of this. This one has just this piano, this little cooking set, and then like a storybook that like talks to him and tells him the names and stuff. We did have 2 of those. One of them was completely dead, so I just tossed that one. And he has one left over. And then in here just has some other random toys. I put his Mr. Potato Head. There's a whole bunch of these PJ Masks toys in here. And then the shape block thing that he puts the shape into the hole, that's in there too. So everything is nice, neat, and organized. And once he relearns where I put everything in the basket, he can just find his toys so easily and just play with them a little bit better. And I took out a few things, some books, some more stuffed animals that are gonna go in his room. He'll just utilize them more in his room, so it just makes more sense. And then I have this bag started of things that can get donated or some things that need to get thrown away. I'm just throwing them all in one bag for now, and then I'll go through and categorize them after. Now I'm just gonna quickly go through this little kitchen. I just really needed to clean it up. It gets so dusty. We've had kids over a few weekends in a row and they have been playing with this like crazy, so just everything's been touched. I just need to wipe down the whole thing, get rid of all the sticky finger marks, dust, and of course there's probably lots of germs on here too, so I'm just going to clean this all up, get it reorganized very quickly. This didn't take me any time at all. This kitchen we got from some friends of ours that their kids had it, so it was a hand-me-down, but it has been one of the best things we have gotten, and I love that it's here in our kitchen so that our son can play here while we're cooking dinner, and he just feels involved and part of it, and it's just been a lot of fun. He has definitely been enjoying it, and I know all the kids that come over enjoy it too, so it's definitely been greatly appreciated. We also got our swing set as like a hand-me-down too, we found on Facebook Marketplace. That has been fantastic too. So if you are looking for toys, definitely check out Facebook Marketplace. There's always lots of things on there, and a lot of people are just looking to get rid of stuff, so you could just get them for free. We got our play set, they just gave it to us too because they were just looking for it. Their kids had outgrown it and they wanted the space back in their backyards, so they just gave it to us, which was so nice. So don't sleep on hand-me-downs or Facebook Marketplace. You could definitely find some great used toys that your kids will love and use as well. If you're in the season of life feeling like there's toys all over the place at all times, try to enjoy it. Remember that this is a short season of life. The days feel long, but the years are short, I believe is how the saying goes. And it is so true. I can't believe my son is almost going to be 3 years old. It's been such a short season for him already. In my life, at least, it seems that the days and the years are just flying by. So every day when I see these toys all over the place, I remember my house being clutter-free, a little less stress, and not as much stuff. There was empty walls and just lots more space. I remember that these days are not going to last forever, and sooner than later, my husband and I will be here in this house by ourselves as he's an adult, all grown, and I'm going to look back and miss having a house full of toys. And the last area that I'm going to get organized today is this little section of toys that I have here in my office. I just need to clean up this puzzle he was playing with earlier today and then just go through. There's basically 4 cubes that have toys that need to be gone through. The baskets definitely need to be gone through and just decluttered and reorganized so then I can see what we have and what he can play with, how we can present it to him in a better organized way to encourage him to play with the toys that we do have here. This room is mainly used as my office. I do work full-time from home, so I'm in this room most of my life. I feel like sitting here at my desk getting my work done throughout the days. But it is very nice that we can have some toys in here and my son can come in here and play. He loves coming in this room, as well as any kids that come over, they come in this room too. You can see the cords behind me. There is a TV hung on this wall that we can plug in our Apple TV, so then the kids can come in here and watch movies. That works out so well, like on Thanksgiving and Christmas. If we host those holidays, we can just have an area for the kids to kind of come and hang out. We have big beanbag chairs that are in the living room right now since my son's been playing with them all the time. We'll bring those in here, and with that little couch, the kids just come in here and they can watch movies and play with toys and just hang out. I think every year on Thanksgiving, we found my niece and nephew in here. They were watching a movie and have fallen asleep on the beanbag chairs, so they can just kind of wind down at the end of the busy holiday and just relax and recharge their energy, their batteries for a little bit too. And they seem to have taken really great naps during those times too. So that's been really cute. So it's been a really nice little room to have a separate space to be able to have the kids come in and also for me to utilize as an office. I would love to eventually do an accent wall on the wall that the cords are on. I think that would be so cute, and sometimes in my clips when I'm in my kitchen, you can see in the background this wall. I don't know if anybody's ever noticed, but I think it would be really nice for the background to be a little bit more like textured, to do like an accent wall on there, utilizing like those little wood boards that you, I don't know, if you glue it and nail it onto the wall and you can make like a pattern and then maybe paint it a fun color or something. I don't know. Just some dreams for maybe in the future. Nothing that has to happen, but I think would be cute. And I'm sure this room, as my son gets older, will gain more toys. I could definitely see us moving some more of his toys in here when he plays more independently. And then when he is probably end of elementary school, middle school, I don't know. When do they start playing video games? I'm sure a video game system will end up in here and more furniture. He'll end up probably spending a lot more time in this room as he gets older. The last 4 bins are toys, everything else. And there's 2 little things up here too. Little like puzzles that he needs us to play with. So I just leave them up there, and then when he wants to play with them, he just asks for them, and then we can do them together, which is fun. So this is all like, there's a baby doll, there's a bottle, there's a little cash register, a few things we just got from my niece. So that's all cleaned out, bare minimum. And then this first bin here just has a random book that I'm gonna add to our Christmas books. I have a whole box of Christmas books I only bring out at Christmas. And then it just has one Hot Wheel thing and a whole bunch of Hot Wheel cars. Down here, the bottom here is just a whole bunch of puzzles, some books. These are all alphabet books. He plays with those all the time. And a game, some matching cards. He's been really enjoying those a lot lately. And then this last bit is kind of random. It has another puzzle that just doesn't fit, a puzzle that he's too young for yet. These are like stacking flowers. If you're looking for a good Christmas gift, little girls love these. My son even loves these. He plays with them all the time. And then there's like little action figure type things. These little, I don't know what you call them, little people. There's a bunch of little people down there too. So pretty minimum in here, but we aren't in this room all that often. He definitely plays a lot more in the living room. So this is very good for now, a lot downsized, and a little bit of space to grow as he adds some more toys. And then this is the pile of stuff that is going to leave this room. He does not play with these things. There's 2 puzzles that he's too big for. He could do those in 2 seconds. This is definitely ripped. I'm just gonna toss it. These are just random Hot Wheel pieces that don't even go to anything, so those are getting thrown away. That box used to have a puzzle in it, but I put it in a bag instead, so I'm gonna throw that box away. And all these books he never looks at. They're kind of too young for him anyways, so I'm going to put those and the puzzles in a donate section and throw away the other things. I'm going to vacuum this room, and that will wrap up today's video. I hope you got some ideas and lots of motivation to declutter your kids' toys. Hopefully I was able to give you some organization and storage ideas, and I hope you do truly enjoy this season of life, as it is a short season, so don't get too stressed out about there being toys all over. One day you'll look back and miss it. If you have not yet, I'd love for you to subscribe. I post new videos every Tuesday and Friday.